So, as I was saying, her E puts a shield on, and you can put that on allies, and it robs you of your passive, but it gives it to the enemy, or gives it to the ally you put it on. And then if you cast it on an enemy, it does a small amount of magic damage, and it also reveals them for 6 seconds, which is good for stealth champions like, you know, Twitch, Teemo, stuff like that. And her ultimate I really like because it's so good in team fights. It can totally flip the tide of a team fight almost instantaneously. But what her ultimate does is it enlarges your ally and it gives them a health bonus, which can also be used as a heal because they keep the life you've healed them for after the ultimate's gone. And it slows nearby enemies for 1 second in an area of effect. Now the reason why this is good is, again, almost the same reason as the W, is if you ult a champ, or if you ult a guy on your team, you know, and they're getting focused, it will knock all those guys backwards. It will knock all the enemy champions backwards. And it will give you, it may not seem like much, but it'll give you that like 1 or 2 seconds to really do some damage to them while they can't attack you back. And it heals whoever your carry is, or your tank is, or whoever's getting focused, or whatever else. And it also gives them that slow. So if, you know, somebody on the enemy team's getting focused, you can chase up to them real easily with that. Or it also prevents the enemy team from chasing up you. It also prevents the enemy team from getting to you. And that Q of yours is really good for slowing the enemies to catch them also. So her whole kit is essentially, let's see here, I think I actually win this. See, even at an early level, just from what I've got, okay, so I do build Malady this game, so it's not my complete build that I've decided on yet, so that is different from the full build. But anyways, Ashe, perfectly timed arrow there. I think I go in here, and yeah, Gangplank gets him. I think Gangplank gets singed too here. Let's see. We can look at this here. Yeah, they take him down. God damn it. My fucking hand twitched there for a second because I'm trying to get good position on the mouse. Now, Gangplank did die. I do shield Sona to try and save her, and I take down Singed. And then me and Trindamir's kind of hacking away at it there. Lee Sin pops in right there. I fucking use my W to get away. I didn't even tell you what the W does otherwise. I think Lee Sin runs here. I think he, or no, maybe Trin gets him. I try to aid him here. And I'm pretty sure we get him. Do we? No, I think, yeah, Trin goes in after him and he gets him. He gets him. Yep. Now, unfortunately, Trin dies because, oh no, he has, okay, good, he has rage. Forgot about that. Now, Ashe here, okay, I think we get away. Yeah, I speed up Ashe and we get away here. Now, look at the Q there. See, look at that. It's so good. That's such a good slow. And speeding up, and it's, her kit, basically, to me, is based around 2 things. Trapping enemy champions by keeping them near you and getting the fuck out of dodge, which is why I like her so much, because it allows me to go in, fucking blow off like, you know, a bunch of hits with my attack speed and then get the fuck out of there. Or alternatively, if I see a champ, it allows me to slow them, go in there and do the damage, and then get myself out of there if they come after me after the slow. So it's great, and this is also why she's good against attack speed champions, in my opinion, is because her Q can slow an attack speed champion from getting within melee range of you. Her W can transform the enemy, giving you even more time to just, you know, go nuts on them. And then her E can shield you so that you don't take damage from them, obviously. And then her R can ult you, knocking them back, giving you more time to attack them, and it heals you, and it slows them in case you need to get away. So it's a great combination of skills that all synergize together, and they're all great in team fights also, because her Q and her E both do damage as well if you use them in that way. So you can also add some damage to it. So 16 minutes in and I'm still ranting about how good Lulu is. Anyways, though, I forgot to say one aspect of her is that her W also doubles that if you cast it on yourself or an ally, it speeds them up a little bit, and it gives them a little bit of a boost in ability power, which I actually shouldn't even say a little bit of a boost, because I'm only at level 3 with this fucker right now. It's already 40. When you get up to level 5 with that, it gives you a 60 plus ability boost. It gives you a boost in ability power by 60, which if you've got like somebody with a Rabadon's cap, that's a lot. I mean, that's pretty much like giving them an item or something like that. It's like giving them like a fucking, you know, abyssal scepter or a rod of ages in terms of like AP, just with one cast. And the cooldown on that is 13 seconds. I don't have any cooldown items. What's my cooldown right now? 9.8. So I guess I have 9.8 in cooldown or something like that in cooldown runes. But you know, so I mean, that's not something you can just spam, but it's still pretty good. And it also helps you get across the map real good, too. That's what I like about it also. It's a real good boost to get around real quick. So, yeah. So that's why I like AS Lulu, is lets me get rid of farm real quick and stuff like that because of her attack speed and her passive. And I know her passive can be blocked because it homes in on enemies, but it's still something that does damage. And if you're doing damage, you know, that can't be all that bad. Now right here, I believe I actually try and take 1v1 on here on Lee Sin, and didn't take him down, but at least I kept him from engaging in the team fight with the rest of the allies. One thing I will say I don't really like about her is that, like, right there, I cast the shield on Lee Sin instead of myself. I've made that mistake so many times, and I know, you know, I'm not the best League player ever. I'm not even close to it. But it does suck sometimes where I'm, like, really in the heat of a battle there, and I'm going, like, Q, E, W, R, exhaust, get the fuck out of there, etc., you know, and I'll accidentally misclick and put the shield on them, or I'll put the W on myself instead of transforming them, which kind of sucks. But, you know, that's a very minor complaint. It's very little. So, anyways, so we're going on here. And we're going, I think, mid to team fight here. Trin's kind of, I don't know what the fuck Trin's doing. Now, I should also note, in a lot of games like this, I say at character select that I am intentionally picking AD Lulu, which generally means that we do have a support on our team, which means that I don't actually take away from farm because I am treated as an ranged AD. Now, you'll also notice that we do have Ashe on our team, who is a ranged AD, but in every game I've played like this, it still works out somehow, you know? So, my way of looking at it is, if we have Lulu plus another person who goes like full support, you know, with Aura build and stuff like that, it gives you a lot of CC, because most supports have CC of some form or another. Like Zillion has his slows, Alistar, of course, is just CC fucking mania. Sona has her ult, as well as her power chords and stuff like that slow. And so, while you may be giving up one position to do, you know, like a lot of damage, like we don't really have a true tank on this team right now, it also will kind of pay for itself back in the fact that you have so much CC in team fights that you essentially give shit on the team for them being able to even do anything, you know what I mean? So, while it may not be the tournament-worthy best build ever, it still does work in the fact that I've won almost every game I've played with AD Lulu, provided my teammates are actually worth a damn also. Now, what's even more funnier, though, is that even in games like this, where Tryndamere goes full derp, I think by the end of this game, he has something like, what does he have right now? I think by the end of this game, he has like 3-11, like 3 kills and 11 deaths or something like that. And so even in games like that, we're still winning even when, you know, a massively important part of the team, a Tryndamere, is pretty much sucking a dick and feeding the team. Now right here, we're getting a team fight, and I think this one turns out in our favor. Yeah, so see, look at that slow, look at that. So right there, I ulted right there. I ulted right there to make Gangplank big, knock them all back. Sona does her CC to slow, or to freeze them all, actually. I transform Lee Sin so he can't do any damage. Tryndamere does a shit ton of damage, knocks the fuck out of him. I pick up the kill. Who do they got left? We took out 3 of them. I think Mundo's going down right here, too. I think Mundo's, well, he's about halfway there. Nocturne's got a blue, so that's kind of bad for our part. And he comes in here. Nocturne's a dumbass and just comes in there full out. He gets Gangplank, but he gets fucking blown by me because I actually use my shield on him. So the 2 supports here are, like, you know, pretty much taking it. Oh, and also another obvious reason I like Lulu is while... Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? I did not mean to do that. Let's get back to normal view here. How do we do that? Oh, it's right click. Okay, now I don't know what the hell normal view is anymore, though. Fuck me. Okay, if I guess... Okay, so you can only do that view when you're not... When you're in Y mode or whatever. How the fuck did I do that? I guess... Woo! Anyways, shit. It's like that way now. I don't want that, damn it. I don't know what the fuck the original... Was that it? Is that, like, original? Whatever. I don't even know. Anyways, so... The thing about Lulu I also like is that she can push turrets real well because of the fact that, like Yi, she has an escape mechanism. So if you've got it with high attack speed, her passive actually doesn't proc on turrets and inhibitors, which kind of sucks. But it does still work because, let's say you're pushing a turret and you're, you know, hitting it and all that stuff, and the whole enemy team comes up, turn around, fire off a Q, drop a W on yourself, get the fuck out of dodge. Easy as that. And if you really need it, I also take Ghost as a summoner spell, which gives me even more speed. And if they're still catching up to you, the cooldown on my Q is only, again, 4.9 seconds, and with the build that I use for Nashor's Tooth, I can fire that thing off and basically get myself out of anything. So, you know, that's why I like her for turret pushing, is because she can just get away. It's great. This isn't the right angle, is it? This is not. It was more like this, maybe. Fucking, I wish there was like a way to like default the view or something like that. Is there, maybe if I go to options? Video? No, I can't do anything with it. Now, okay. Wow, so I guess I actually covered up like the most epic part. That's great. Anyways, for those of you that want to rewind it there, you can probably catch it. But Amumu fucking came in and bandaged me from right here. He bandaged me. Like, I was right by the turret, and he actually bandaged me. And his whole team was in the bushes waiting and just fucking knocked the hell out of us. And took out that turret and got the fuck out of dodge. So, I will give them that they pretty much owned my ass on that one. That was it. That was fucking it. They also got Baron too, and it's only 23 minutes into the game. We're all only like, what level are they? They're only like level 13, level 12 on average. So that was pretty surprising they actually went for that and got it. Where's our fight at here? So we got a fight going on here. Amumu, see, this is the thing. Trend keeps on going in like 1 versus 3. And he keeps on doing it because he thinks he can just ult away. But what he doesn't realize is that like their whole team is junglers. And junglers usually have some form of crowd control. And their whole fucking team has crowd control. So it's like, you know, actually I'm not 100% sure about Nocturne, but something tells me he does. But Amumu does, Mundo does, Singe does, Lee Sin does. Why would you do that? Why would you go in against the whole fucking team of CC? So it's like, you know, so the trend keeps on getting kind of blown there. We're getting in a fight here. Sona slows everybody down. Gangplank drops his ult. I fucking slow down Singed, and I also exhaust him to try and keep him from getting near any of us. What's going on here? I believe I just got the shit knocked out of me by Lee Sin. I ult at the last second to give myself some life and save myself. Mundo's going in hard. He's getting hit by the turret, though. I'm trying to throw out my Q again to slow them and keep them in the fight. I want them to actually stay near the turret and not try and escape to like heal or anything else like that to let their cooldowns down. Because we've got, you know, Ashe and everything. We got Gangplank here. We got our 2 main damage dealers doing slows and damage. I guess I'm a main damage dealer at this point too because I have a bloodthirster. But still, all the same. They still all got Baron. So Ashe, very good arrow there. Freezes Mundo. But with just Tryndamere and Ashe and Sona, we should fall back because we can't really do much. And so I request aid here because the minions are about to start pushing this turret. And so I think I actually go, or Trynd goes. I don't know who goes. Somebody does. That's like the only Gangplank skin I ever see anybody use, by the way, is that fucking Ghost one. Too many SpongeBob SquarePants fans. Gangplank gave me blue earlier, but I take it now. Or I mean, Gangplank gave me blue earlier, but I'm letting him take it now, yeah.